It was just an escape for me. I was just young, you know, like everybody in the industry and people in the world who experiment and do.
All I've ever given is opportunity and more money than a person was making.
Get ready to dive into the scandalous revelations shaking up Hollywood. Justin Bieber, the pop sensation, has unleashed a bombshell, accusing his former mentor, Sean Diddy Combs, of a horrifying ordeal that almost shattered him during his teenage years. In the wake of shocking accusations against Diddy, Justin has decided to pull back the curtain on the alleged grooming and abuse he endured, shedding light on the dark underbelly of the music industry.
And in this lawsuit, he claims that essentially P. Diddy was the Epstein of the rap industry.
Amid the chaos surrounding Diddy's legal battles, a chilling clip resurfaces, hinting at the murky dynamics between him and Justin Bieber. As authorities raid Diddy's properties in Miami and Los Angeles, the spotlight intensifies on their relationship, labeled as creepy by many.
You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, you know, through all my, partners and whatnot.
But it's not just the raids stirring the pot, it's the disturbing allegations surfacing against Diddy, implicating him in a web of sexual misconduct. The lawsuit filed against Diddy by a Brave music producer paints a disturbing picture of repeated assaults and coercion. The producer recounts harrowing experiences of unwanted groping, forced encounters with sex workers, and even waking up beside sex workers suspecting foul play. With Diddy vehemently denying the claims, the stage is set for a legal showdown, promising to unravel the truth behind the glitz and glamour of the music industry. This is a story you won't want to miss.
Ruining lives, and now they've indoctrinated these kids into thinking that this is the way because this is what they know.
Transitioning from Justin Bieber's courageous stance against Diddy, let's rewind the clock to the genesis of his relationship with the music industry's power players. It all began when a young Bieber caught the attention of none other than Usher, the R&B icon whose influence stretches far beyond the confines of his genre.
And my dad wasn't there in my life as a kid, so all these experiences just readied me for life. So greater than just being an artist.
Usher, himself a prodigy who rose to fame at a tender age, recognized in Bieber a kindred spirit, a talent waiting to be unleashed upon the world. It was Usher who facilitated Bieber's foray into the industry, ushering him into the spotlight with the kind of mentorship only a seasoned veteran could provide. The symbiotic relationship between mentor and mentee blossomed into a collaboration that would shape the course of pop music history.
His independence to then becoming Puff Daddy, you know what I'm saying? And I got a front row seat looking at that. Thank God that I had that experience, you know what I'm saying?
Fast forward to the present day, and we find ourselves amidst a maelstrom of controversy with allegations swirling around Diddy, another towering figure in the music industry. But what role did Usher play in Bieber's journey, and how does it tie into the unfolding drama surrounding Diddy's legal woes? As the spotlight intensifies on Diddy's alleged misconduct, whispers from the past resurface, shedding new light on the dynamics between Diddy and Usher. In a shocking revelation, it's speculated that Usher himself was a victim of Diddy's questionable behavior during their close association. Reports suggest that Usher's reluctance to send his own children to Diddy's infamous Wild Puffy camp stems from experiences he had while under Diddy's mentorship.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing.
During an interview on The Howard Stern Show, Usher hinted at the tumultuous times he experienced while living with Diddy, stating,
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
His adamant refusal to subject his children to a similar environment speaks volumes, raising questions about the nature of his past interactions with Diddy. Furthermore, speculation runs rampant as fans connect the dots between Usher's history with Diddy and the recent allegations against the music mogul. With a lawsuit alleging sexual abuse and grooming filed against Diddy by a former producer, parallels are drawn to Usher's past, igniting a firestorm of conjecture. In the legal documents, while names are withheld, references to a rapper from Philadelphia presumed to be Meek Mill and an R&B singer presumed to be Usher suggest a disturbing pattern of behavior involving Diddy and other high-profile figures. These revelations cast a shadow over the industry, prompting soul-searching and calls for accountability.
The issue is, it seems as though he wants to kind of like exert power and dominance over people who...
Social media erupts with outrage and speculation, with users condemning Diddy's alleged actions and expressing solidarity with potential victims. Tweets and posts abound, with some users urging a deeper examination of the power dynamics within the music industry. Amidst the chaos, one question looms large: could Usher's past experiences with Diddy have paved the way for Justin Bieber's involvement with the music mogul? The notion that Usher, seeking to distance himself from Diddy's influence, inadvertently introduced Bieber into Diddy's orbit sparks intense debate. As the rumor mill churns, a treasure trove of unearthed videos featuring Bieber starts making rounds on the internet, providing a startling glimpse into the darker side of celebrity mentorship.
Right? No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Fans scouring the depths of cyberspace uncover a plethora of clips showcasing Bieber's interactions with various industry figures, raising eyebrows and fueling speculation about the extent of exploitation he endured. These videos, once dismissed as harmless banter, now take on a sinister undertone, painting a troubling picture of a young star caught in the crosshairs of manipulation and coercion. In one particularly unsettling clip, Bieber can be seen in the company of a prominent music executive who appears to be issuing directives to the impressionable teenager with alarming authority. The unease is palpable as Bieber, visibly uncomfortable, complies with the executive's demands, hinting at a power dynamic skewed in favor of the industry elite.
So, it's just crazy. Just read.
As the videos multiply, so do the questions swirling around Bieber's early career. Was he merely a pawn in the game of fame, manipulated by those with vested interests? Did his meteoric rise to stardom come at the cost of his innocence and autonomy? With each revelation, the narrative surrounding Bieber's journey takes on new dimensions, challenging the rose-tinted perception of celebrity mentorship. The emergence of these videos casts a shadow over Bieber's past, prompting soul-searching among fans and industry insiders alike. Was his relationship with Diddy just the tip of the iceberg, or was there a more sinister undercurrent coursing beneath the surface? As speculation runs rampant, one thing remains clear: the truth behind Bieber's early years in the spotlight may be darker than anyone could have imagined. With the spotlight firmly fixed on Bieber's tumultuous past, the stage is set for a reckoning unlike anything Hollywood has seen before. As the industry grapples with the fallout from his explosive accusations against Diddy, the spotlight shifts to other power players implicated in the saga. Whispers of clandestine meetings and backroom deals abound, as insiders trade tales of corruption and exploitation within the music industry. With each passing day, new revelations emerge, painting a damning portrait of an industry built on secrets and lies. And amidst this turmoil, the saga of Sean Diddy Combs takes a dramatic turn as the net of justice tightens around the embattled mogul.
Some shots of a few people coming out of the home. Those people have been detained. Now we're trying to still connect the dots. We do have some sources on scene here that we're getting this information.
Fresh from the shocking raids on his properties in Miami and Los Angeles, Diddy finds himself thrust into the spotlight once again. But this time, the stakes are higher than ever. As federal agents comb through seized devices and gather evidence, the noose of suspicion tightens around the music icon, leaving him teetering on the edge of legal oblivion. With allegations of sex trafficking swirling around him, Diddy's once untouchable empire stands on the brink of collapse.
Just last week, federal agents raided 2 homes of rapper and music mogul Sean P. Diddy Combs in Los Angeles and Miami. Combs is the subject of a federal investigation.
In a stunning twist, it's not just Diddy who faces scrutiny, but his own flesh and blood. Allegations of sexual assault have emerged against his son, Christian Combs, casting a dark shadow over the Combs family legacy. The lawsuit, filed by Grace O'Arkai, alleges that Christian assaulted her during a trip aboard his father's yacht, further complicating Diddy's legal woes. Like father, like son, the saying goes, but in this case, the sins of the father may have dire consequences for the son. But the Combs family isn't the only one caught in the crossfire of scandal. Justin Combs, Diddy's oldest son, finds himself named in a lawsuit citing sex trafficking before the raids that rocked their world. As the investigation deepens, Justin's involvement raises troubling questions about the extent of his knowledge and complicity in his father's alleged crimes. With each passing revelation, the web of deceit surrounding the Combs dynasty grows ever more tangled, threatening to ensnare all who dare to cross its path.
Because you're going to be a big voice for the future, and I need them to know what the dangers are.
Absolutely.
As the legal battle rages on, Diddy's once loyal allies begin to distance themselves from the embattled mogul. Social media platforms light up with condemnation, as fans and industry insiders alike demand accountability for his alleged misdeeds. The days of unchecked power and influence seem numbered as the tide of public opinion turns against him, leaving Diddy isolated and vulnerable in the face of mounting accusations. Yet, amidst the chaos and controversy, one voice rises above the fray: Justin Bieber. The pop sensation, whose brave stance against Diddy ignited the firestorm of scandal, remains undeterred in his quest for justice. With each passing day, Bieber's revelations send shockwaves through Hollywood, exposing the dark underbelly of the music industry and challenging its most powerful figures. For Bieber, this isn't just about seeking retribution, it's about shining a light on the pervasive culture of abuse and exploitation that has long plagued the entertainment world.
Personally, I've never met Diddy a day in my life, but when you do wrong, it comes back on you. So none of us should be surprised, all right?
As the legal battle reaches its climax, Diddy's fate hangs in the balance. With the weight of evidence stacked against him, the prospect of jail time looms large, casting a shadow over his once glamorous lifestyle. But amidst the wreckage of his empire, one question remains: will justice be served? Or will Diddy's power and privilege shield him from the consequences of his actions? Only time will tell as the saga of Sean Diddy Combs continues to unfold, sending shockwaves through Hollywood and forever altering the landscape of the music industry. In the end, one thing is certain: the truth will prevail, no matter how dark and twisted it may be. And for those who have suffered at the hands of power and greed, justice will be their ultimate redemption. Before we bid adieu, we want to hear from you, our loyal viewers. What are your thoughts on the allegations against Diddy and the unfolding revelations surrounding his empire? Do you believe Justin Bieber's courageous stance will spark real change in the industry, or is this just the beginning of a much darker tale? Drop your comments below and join the conversation. Goodbye for now, and may the truth prevail.